The psychology behind the crab in a bucket. Picture this. A plastic bucket on the shore, a little warped from the sun. Inside, 20 crabs squeezed together, scrambling over each other. The bucket has no lid. Funny thing is, if just one crab climbed up a little, it could escape in seconds. And yet, it never happens, because every time one tries to get out, the others yank it back down, as if saying, "Where you going, buddy? We all stay in here." And at some point, without even noticing, we look at this little seaside scene and recognize faces. Relatives, friends, coworkers, sometimes even ourselves. The crab mentality describes how people try to sabotage or hold back anyone who attempts to rise, driven by envy or insecurity. But what's really behind that psychology? 1. The pain of comparison. In psychology, there's an idea. We never evaluate our lives on their own. We always place them next to someone else's. We don't just care if we're doing well. We care whether we're doing better or worse than the person who started at the same point as us. So when someone from our group starts rising, changing jobs, habits, body, life, we feel a sneaky sting, not because we fell, but because they rose. It's relative deprivation. You're not actually hungry, but you feel hunger because someone else filled their plate faster. 2. The kind of envy that doesn't want to win. It just doesn't want you to win. There used to be a harmless thought. I hope I succeed like they did. Now, another kind of envy spreads. One that doesn't wish for anything for oneself. It just wishes the other person wouldn't have it. Sad but true. When we watch someone progress while we're stuck, the mind reacts like someone poured alcohol on a wound. And the quickest relief isn't, "Let me rise too." It's, "Don't rise either." That's where the pulling down begins. Not always from malice, often from pain. 3. The belief that the pie isn't big enough for everyone. Some people grow up believing scarcity is the rule of life. In certain homes, the phrase, "there's enough for everyone," is as mythical as a unicorn. They learn that success is a zero-sum game. If you get something, someone else loses. And since we're friends, cousins, co-workers, why should I lose? Stay down here with the rest of us. It's a mindset far from reality, but for anyone raised in lack, even emotional lack, it feels completely logical. 4. The fear that you will leave them behind. The need to belong is powerful. Some researchers say it comes before hunger in tough times. So when a family, a group, a neighborhood is built on being all the same, one person's success looks like an exit door. The message isn't always a threat. Sometimes it sounds sweet. "Don't forget us, okay?" But behind it hides the thought, if you go up, what does that make us who stayed behind? 5. The weight of low self-esteem. Some people believe their life is controlled entirely by external forces, bosses, crises, luck, other people, anyone but themselves. So when someone around them achieves something, their whole belief system shakes. If you succeeded, does that mean they could have too, but didn't try? That mirror hurts. And breaking the mirror or pulling down the person holding it feels easier. 6. The struggle with group inertia. There are families that live decades with one core belief: we don't change. Villages that raise kids believing whoever tries is ridiculed. Groups convinced that nothing will ever improve anyway. So when someone makes the first attempt to prove otherwise, it sounds like an alarm. The group has found comfort in shared hopelessness. Whoever tries to carve a path is seen as a threat. Hands reach out, not to help but to restore order. 7. The cultural baggage we carry. In many societies, success isn't just achievement, it's danger. Stand out too much and people will notice. Move ahead and you'll pay for it. Wrapped in sayings like, "Don't get cocky," "Whoever shines gets burned," "Don't provoke." In other words, stay in the bucket. Don't give anyone a reason to pull you down. Don't risk anyone envying that you climbed out. 8. Everyday crab bucket scenes. Want examples? Here are a few we see daily. The girl who starts working out and her friends tease, "What's up, going for Miss Bikini?" The coworker studying to change careers, hearing, "Relax, man, stop acting superior." The parent who discourages the kid from moving abroad because "we grew up here and we were fine." The friend who stops drinking or partying. And the group mocks him for acting serious. Tiny crab bucket moments, disguised as jokes that weave a net around us. 9. The difficulty of leaving the bucket. Ask anyone who changed their life, and most will say, "It wasn't that I couldn't, I just didn't know what existed outside." The bucket is a closed system with its own rules and hierarchy, and the biggest trap isn't the other crabs, it's that you start identifying with them. If everyone stays here, there must be danger outside. If the ones who tried got mocked, I will too. And just like that, the bucket gains an invisible lid, not put there by others, put there by us. 10. The only real solution. There is a way to break the cycle. Leave first. No arguments, no explanations, no debates. Crabs don't change their policy because you gave a speech. You just climb, quietly, steadily, without looking back for approval. And when you get out, you'll see something strange. There are other buckets out there, bigger, open ones, filled with crabs who don't pull you down but push you upward. Because they know that when one rises, the whole group rises. 11. Help, but help the right ones. Once you're out, you might feel the urge to go back and help. And you can, but only those who truly want to leave, not the ones who grab you and drag you back each time you try. Changing environments, habits, people, rhythms is one of the most powerful ways to change your life. It doesn't mean you're better than your old circle. It means you shouldn't stay in places that don't let you breathe. 12. A message for you. If reading this made your chest tighten, if something inside you recognized itself, it's not random. It means some crab in your life has noticed you're climbing upward. Don't fight it. Don't waste energy explaining yourself. Climbing requires energy, and you can't waste it on those who don't want to climb. Keep going, even if they pull you a little, even if you get tired. The rim of the bucket is closer than it looks, and when you finally rise out of it, you'll see a truth no one inside believes. The world is far bigger than the small space you were taught to live in.